Love is a strange thing in this city. It grows between concrete and chaos, between dreams and disappointments. Tunde and Amara, two hearts that found each other in the middle of Lagos traffic and life's confusion. He was a mechanic with dreams too big for his small workshop. She, a banker with a soft heart, tired of men who only spoke in lies. They met, not in a fancy restaurant, but under a broken-down car, one rainy afternoon in Ikeja. Sometimes, love doesn't arrive dressed in perfection. It snacks into the ordinary. Tunde was rough around the edges, but honest. A rare kind of man Amara hadn't seen before. He'd say things like, "I may not have much, but my peace is intact." Amara found comfort in that peace. She started visiting the workshop more often, bringing lunch, helping him with his phone transfers, laughing at his broken English mixed with wisdom. The love grew quietly, like yam under the soil, unseen but strong. And when Tunde finally saved enough to take her out, he wore his only iron shirt, and she wore a smile that could light up the mainland. But love, my people, is not tested when things are sweet. It's tested when storms come. A rumor started, a whisper from nowhere. Someone said they saw Tunde with another woman. Amara laughed it off at first, but when she called him one evening and heard a woman's voice in the background, her heart began to crack. In Lagos, sometimes what you don't see is louder than what you hear. Days passed. Tunde grew distant, distracted, his eyes heavy with guilt, until one night he confessed. He had been tempted, not by love, but by loneliness and pride. The woman was an old friend who offered him help to expand his business, help that came with conditions. Amara was shattered. She left his workshop in tears, the sound of her heels echoing like heartbreak against the night. Weeks turned to months. Tunde tried to call, tried to explain, but Amara had built a wall of silence taller than the Echo Bridge. He lost clients, lost focus. His heart was somewhere else. Meanwhile, Amara drowned herself in work. On Sundays, she'd still sit in church, tears falling quietly during worship. Every time the pastor said, "Forgive, as Christ forgave you," her chest tightened. She wanted to forgive. But how do you forgive the one who broke your trust, the very ground your love stood on? It happened one evening at a midweek service. The pastor spoke about grace, how God sometimes allows heartbreaks not to destroy us, but to rebuild us stronger. Amara's tears flowed freely. That night, she wrote a message to Tunde. "I'm not ready to forget, but I'm ready to heal." Tunde replied, almost instantly, "I don't deserve you, but I'll wait until you do." From then on, things changed. He started showing up, not with words, but actions. He volunteered at her church, repaired the church bus for free, even helped her younger brother fix his laptop. Slowly, Amara began to see the man she first loved, humbled, repentant, and real. Love is not magic. It's work. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past. It redeems it. Months later, under the mango tree near Tunde's workshop, they met again. No fancy words, no tears this time. Just peace. Tunde looked at her and said softly, "Amara, I lost myself, but I never stopped loving you." She smiled, not because everything was perfect, but because grace had done what pride couldn't. They held hands again, this time not as two perfect people, but as two forgiven souls, walking the road of love with scars and faith. Tunde and Amara's story reminds us, love is not just about romance. It's about patience, forgiveness, and learning that even broken things can still shine. In a world where everyone rushes to leave, sometimes staying, after lessons are learned, is the real courage. Forgiveness doesn't mean weakness. It means freedom. And when two hearts find peace again after pain, that's not just love, that's grace.